Namaste and welcome back to another episode of Hex Asians with me, your friend Dheeraj. Uh, apparently now I'm just talking to myself, so I'll give everyone a couple of minutes to maybe I'll hopefully have a few more viewers. Even if not, I will continue my crazy ramblings anyway. But if you're watching this on a replay, please turn the speed to 2x and let me know in comments what you guys are drinking. Because tonight I am drinking some Buco Loco, Buco Loco coconut drink, which with added Nataji cocoa. You know, I think Nataji cocoa not is one of the biggest inventions by a Philippine scientist in the world. Like, oh my God. I used to think it was a different kind of jelly, but it is only just a few years ago that I realized that it is not jelly. It is like kind of a SCOBY or what fungal growth. It sounds weird when you say that, but it is kind of a fermentation process of coconut, which gives nitrogen cocoa, and yeah, it has excellent taste texture, which just makes your drinks, especially sweet drinks, at a next level. Yes, I am killing a bit of time. Hopefully, people will join. Um, that's the problem with YouTube. It it notifies the public at a very inappropriate time. Doesn't give them proper time to get uh, online. But yeah, also this isn't my usual time of streaming. I usually stream on Mondays, but yeah, yesterday Monday was a Indian festival called Raksha Bandhan, which is called Sisters Day, to be exact. So yeah, it's like there's a lot of kind of ceremony involved. I don't want to get to it, but a bit busy. Um, we, while I'm waiting for people to join, let me go through some of the boring crypto news before I get to the really spicy or the current news regarding the yen carry trade, the US intervention. There are a couple of other things I also want to intertwine with that. The story, uh, Korean stock market crash. Plus, there was another multi-billion-dollar crash of a hedge fund, and these are things somehow my schizo brain finds connections with everything, and I'm going to try to untangle all those threads and maybe at least get my disorganized thoughts back into order. Just give me a couple of moments. By the way, I had a haircut uh, when was it? Sunday, last Sunday. Well, good. In, in Filipino, we say pogi or handsome. Yeah, okay, just kidding. I'm just killing time a bit. First one, wait a minute. Mm, yes, that feels better. Yeah, should I keep my video feed on? Makes sense, but anyways. Yes, I have one live viewer watching. Thank you, Ahmed. Uh, the link to join, if you want to join, is in the chat already. But yeah, till then, I'm going to cover some of the crypto news. Uh, Wall Street Journal paid news. I don't have um, subscription. But Wells Fargo to roll out tokenized deposit for corporate clients. So after calling crypto a double rat poison, uh, who's that? Warren Buffett's bank, Wells Fargo, is now into crypto. Good. Hey, you should forgive people who realize that their mistake and correct them. But okay. Wells Fargo plans to launch tokenized deposits for corporate and commercial clients this fall. Latest sign that the embracing world of yeah, crypto is no longer the buzzword. It's digital assets, whatever you call them. The fourth largest US bank by assets said will be able to transfer, program, and settle funds around the clock through tokenized deposits. By this, I think they are talking about stable coins. I but I think there are already tokenized assets on Robinhood as well as what was the other thing? Doesn't but yeah, so yeah, tokenized shares are there. So hmm, but I think for a bank it would be uh, stable coins mainly. So yeah, crypto adoption is going on. We will and there is more news that implies more crypto adoption. Mastercard completes BVNK acquisition to expand stablecoin payments and infrastructure. Uh, so BVNK, I I don't remember exactly. So I think it was an exchange or something. Uh, Mastercard has completed its acquisition of stable coin infrastructure firm BVNK to advance its ability to connect crypto assets and traditional payment rails. In the statement released Monday, Mastercard said it will leverage BVNK's technology and expertise to help financial institutions, fintechs, and enterprises scale up use cases involving stablecoins and tokenized assets. Those use cases include business to business payments, payouts, settlement, and treasury flow. So $1.8 billion acquisition. Good. Yes, but see, Wells Fargo is adopting crypto. Mastercard is adopting crypto. Crypto is here to stay. And what is more, South Korea's Bitthumb officially targets 2028 IPO, outlines multi-year roadmap. Yeah, again. So this IPO would also, I think, coincide with the Bitcoin halving. So another kind of star aligning. Bitcoin had previously pointed to 2028 listing window after an earlier 2025 target was pushed back. The company's internal controls became an issue earlier when an employee mistakenly distributed 620,000 BTC worth about 4.3 billion at the time to users as a part of promotional campaign. The error prompted a probe by South Korea's Financial Supervisory Service, which examined ex- the exchange's internal controls and risk management. Meanwhile, Danamu, the operator of rival exchange Upbit, is pursuing its own IPO to tie up with local conglomerate Naver Financial. See, yeah, two more exchanges having their IPOs. It's I don't think it affects crypto prices directly, but yeah, I think it would be introducing more liquidity into the markets. Uh, but the thing is, I suspect the main reason for this pushback right now, uh, if you didn't notice, the Korean stock market has it had its worst crash for a long time. What is it called? The Kospi? The Kospi, yeah, that too I feel was kind of engineered, but I'll get to that. There are so many psycho theories I have, but just let me go through the crypto news in general before I can do other stuff. Uh, just a sec, just a sec. Then BNY to add crypto staking to digital asset custody platform. The custody bank selected Galaxy to provide staking infrastructure as it broadens services to institutional crypto investors. BNY, what was it? Bank of New York Mellon, Bank of New York Mellon. Uh, the new service will allow institutional clients to stake digital assets held in custody from BNY's platform pending regulatory approval. Galaxy will provide staking infrastructure while also serving as a design partner as BNY expands blockchain services. Staking allows crypto to help secure blockchain networks by locking up their tokens in exchange for rewards for a large investor offer staking through the same platform that holds their asset, removes need for transfer of tokens and to a separate provider. Mm, the firm services financial services firm recently said that it is shifting its core transfer agency record for crypto. Whereas, along with all this good news, there is also, I won't say bad news for crypto, but yeah, US sanctions Iran linked a Bitcoin insurance scheme for Strait of Hormuz ships. The Department said Hormuz Safe platform accepted Bitcoin and other digital assets as a part of alleged sanctioned workaround tied to IRGC-backed shipping controls. Uh, this again, we have to take the U.S. Treasury at its word. Uh, they, I don't know how they would be able to prove such a claim, but anyways, that's a different story altogether. Sanction 2 in a So basically, I don't want to go through all of this, but basically, what happened was since the war broke out, uh, for ships to cross, they need insurance, like, and because of the war going on, no other companies who are willing, or the traditional shipping insurance companies who are not willing to uh, give them insure ships as well, or and some of them were making the premiums for the insurance so high that wouldn't be profitable to for the shipping companies to take on the journey. So as a workaround, uh, Iranians had their own insurance scheme, but it's more like the mafia uh, scheme, like pay us so that we don't attack your ships, kind of thing. And they were accepting Bitcoin, and I think it was Monero, the other token, which yeah, the you don't expect to the Wall Street Journal to even talk about it as a, like, yeah, anonymous coins. That's a different thing. But they were accepting a USDC and USDT as well, like, but that's a different story. But what was I saying? What was I saying? Yeah, so that's how they got caught. Um, that's where, yeah, the whole thing about using Bitcoin for uh, nefarious activities or breaking sanctions doesn't make sense. You have so many examples of criminals being caught, as well as, yeah, new sanctions being put on. Yeah, so that's the thing going on. Uh, d- does it affect Bitcoin? I don't think so. Like, it wasn't as big of a trade as the or leverage trading of Bitcoin in general. So shouldn't really affect the Bitcoin price, but those firms that got sanctioned would definitely be a. And lastly, Circle secures NYDFC Trust Charter, adding state layer of federal USDC oversight. So Circle has received a limited purpose trust charter from the New York Department of Financial Services for Circle Internet Trust Company LLC, doing business as Circle New York Trust. The company said Friday. Charter further solidifies foundation for Circle and its USDC stablecoin in the state, which company calls its global headquarters. It arrives weeks after Circles secured final approval from the Office of Comptroller of Currency to establish a national trust bank. So yeah, Circle is now the official stablecoin. At least it's more straightforward of a scheme like protection money. If it was US, they take your money, house, pets, and land, and your sexuality and gender. Yeah, that's a different story altogether. Just give me a moment to catch my breath. I am sorry for that. Uh, I was testing my so the wait a minute. I was searching for some. Hey, yeah, Jasul. Nice to see you. Oh, you are in Brooklyn. Nice. New York hot coffee in Brooklyn. Mm, good to hear. Good to hear. I'm on the other side of the world drinking coconut juice uh, because I'm going to talk about some juice. And here is just one. Let me. If you have you heard about this guy? Suddenly, out of nowhere, he's all in the media. He like he mm, mm, mm. He was on OpenAI super alignment team. Then he wrote a essay or a manifesto, what you call, uh, which was titled "Situational Awareness." And at the age of 25 or more specifically at the age of 24, he was able to form one of the biggest he- hedge fund. And yes, this one, look at him. He was 439% uh, up for the year and still got wiped out. Sorry, sorry. I need to finish my drink because it's just too delicious. Um, and here's the look at this guy. Look at this guy. Can you see? Look at his face. Does he not look like a vampire? And polo neck. I think uh, it's like become like a red flag for detecting scammers, especially after who was that? Oh my God, what I forgot the name of the lady. Just anyways. No, I am becoming very forgetful nowadays. I need to get my head checked. Uh, so basically, let me read through and summarize. So the fund is still up, but 67% is as an AI trader, or sorry, as a crypto trader, I feel ah, leverage tradition. So basic, what happens? Leveraged positions fall, collateral shrinks, lenders demand cash, liquid holdings are sold, leverage is removed. Oh, we have even gave a list of all the big. I don't have they mentioned how much he lost. I think it was sorry. I am a bit slow. Just a look. Wait a minute. Just a minute. Mhm. I'm trying to find a better article. But wait a minute. Oh, why can't they say it in absolute terms? Like, if he had around 400 and 45 billion in assets, and if he lost 67%, did he lose like the 35 billion? Two-thirds of 45 of 30 billion? I can't find. So, but the thing is, everyone was praising him like he was a AI wizard, partly because he was on the AI OpenAI team, and when the and after his uh, yeah people were already following his. Sorry, man. Sorry. This whole thing I'm getting a bit. Don't even have anything to play while I take a break. So, mm, yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, Leopold Aschenberger. uh, he, how was the 24-year-old able to get 45 billion in assets under management? Then I asked a, a very simple question. I looked, searched for, asked Bing AI Copilot to know, is Leopold Aschenberger a three-lettered word? So then it didn't give me a direct answer, so I had to search again on Google, and then I found the answer to be yes, of course. And more importantly than that, he was also connected with uh, Sam Bankman-Fried and his uh, company. I think he was an early investor in FTX. So maybe he got a few tricks from Sam himself. And of course, he is also a friend of, even though he might have separated, but not like there hasn't been an official fallout between him and Sam Altman. So yeah, it's easy to see where the nose goes, uh, and that's how things are going. Ah, just can I show? I can't even put up a. Just a sec. Just a sec. I am going to bring up the hex chart so that I can be off screen for a while, so that I can take a small break. Just a sec. Guys, don't worry. Uh, uh, it's more like I want to reorganize my thoughts because I want to talk about yen carry trade. So just change it to a the trading isn't fast enough for 1 second chart to. But yeah, I'm staring at the 1 minute. I didn't expect the maybe the chart is broken. Do you guys have any hot topics to talk about? Because I'm running out of breath before I talk about just a minute, just a minute. Please don't go away. Just keep watching for a couple of minutes. Uh, yes. Sorry for that. A small break. Always, when you got to do what you got to do. So again, X chart is looking good so far. We did have a couple of down days. Still down. This is the Heikin chart. So. trend is still lower, but uh, I'll change to candle. It looks more positive. We might see a trend reversal, which is kind of what it looks like. We did reach the middle of the Bollinger Band, and we might be going up again. The MACD is still positive, going negative, but it can do this same thing. Uh, Sure. Um, so overall chart is looking good, but every time I say that I kind of jinx it. So no, the chart is not looking good. It is very negative. Look at this is a downtrend. MACD is becoming negative. On the monthly also, it's not looking very good. This is wrong. The MACD is becoming about to cross over maybe next in the next couple of months, and two green candles on in a row. Hopefully, we'll get one more this month. That's it. Uh, so one, I will stop sharing this so that I can have a face-to-face conversation regarding. Oh, I didn't realize my glasses give away all the information on screen, but doesn't matter. So what is happening in the Japanese yen market? So, as we know, uh, you might have heard at least the yen carry trade, which is simple. Uh, Basically, buy low, sell high, and what is considered the price of money, interest rate. So, Japanese bonds are uh, in, uh, borrowing rates are i- were intentionally kept low, so people would borrow yen and invest the yen in other high yielding assets, which basically US bonds and stocks, and at the end of the day, make a profit from the difference or arbitrage and pay back the yen. But what happened now basically is there are multiple things that have hit Japan recently. Of course, uh, just l- last week there was another massive earthquake, which is, Japan is still recovering from. But that is, I think, the Japanese are kind of used to it by now, and they are very good at rebuilding. But over the years, yeah, the Japanese economy has kind of stalled. One of the reasons being its population has stopped growing, so fewer people, fewer demand, plus because the yen was kind of stable, prices were stable, so the mm, salaries were also plateaued, and people were okay with it because everything was going smooth. Um, but with the Strait of Hormuz closure, things changed because go, Japan. imports all its most of its oil from the Middle East. So getting when the strait got blocked, oil prices rose, which means a weak yen made it more expensive to buy oil, which in turn made everything in the Japanese economy more expensive, which means there was general unrest in Japan, and there were demands of salary hikes as well. So that is a separate cycle because yeah, people when salaries rise, of course, people have more purchasing power. So that also in turn indirectly increases inflation. So everything is going, but along with that, the because they how should I put- Japanese yen, uh, they were still uh, buying oil at a higher price. And they are selling more yen to buy oil. Uh, yen kept falling against the dollar. So at some point, uh, the Japanese central bank has decided enough is enough. We need a stronger yen. So they have started increasing interest rates, which causes the aforementioned yen carry trade to kind of not be profitable. And it's like a double-edged sword because even like yeah, some of the money returns to Japan because ye- uh, yields in Japan are at par or better than what they can get elsewhere. But also there are other instruments, opportunities for traders to invest in which pay higher yields. So that also works against the yen. Now, in so it was almost like a vicious cycle, and yen kept falling. So the Japanese government had decided to intervene and buy back its own currency. And how does it buy back its own currency? By selling US bonds. Now, when they sell US bonds, what happens? The yield on the price of the US bond fall, which makes yield on the US bond higher, which makes investing in the US bonds more attractive. So, on the one hand, they are trying to push up the yen, but in that effort, they are also kind of pushing away investors from the yen, which again a catch 22. It is very difficult to solve. That is why just 2 days ago we saw the US Treasury Secretary who has decided to prop up the yen because yeah, if like yen falls, it will cause Japan to sell more US bonds, which even though is good for the investors, but it makes the cost of borrowing for the US government a bit higher, even though it's just uh, make believe, I say, because the US can print its own money, so and it always does. So that's a different issue. And what they have done is they have bought up the US and Japan both have bought yen using the US bought it using European Euro bonds. So because again, if US wants to buy yen, it can use its own bonds, but that would be counterproductive. Again, it would be and issuing more bonds would also cause inflation. So those aren't, but by selling euro bonds, they have, I think, uh, uh, have accomplished a double motive while it has helped prop up Japan. It has also uh, kind of punished European countries who aren't really, even though overall they are in favor of the or on the side of the US in what is going on in West Asia, they haven't really been helping as much as they should have according to uh, Trump. So yeah, it's a twofold advantage. And what was he saying? The other part of it is why Japan? Why now? Why Japan is trying to push up yen and increase rates? Basically, because Japan is remilitarizing according, and they are already started production of weapons. The last one I saw, they had tried making a smaller version of a rail gun, which would be, but that's a different story. But yeah, they are going to need a lot of investment uh, into their military complex, which requires them basically uh, getting weapons from mainly American firms. So they are going to need a lot more dollars. For that, they need the yen to be strong, and that's why that is going on. Uh, as well as let's see, the other option would be asking China to help, but why would China? It would. Japan is rearming itself against China, so that is out of question. So, but I think uh, you can see how things are going so far. Everything is being connected with the war in the Middle East or West Asia, and the contagion is spreading, which is why these things are happening. I think there was somebody on X had been posting about it was posted in Japanese and how he had written like, oh, we are we apologize in advance to the Western countries. We or what Japan is about to do will affect the lives of millions of people. I think it was I even though I feel it is like trolling, but so far it's been happening. Money has been shifting around. S- Today, I think the tech stock are booming again. Why? Because again, US bought more yen, made the yen stronger, which made the uh, carry trade viable again. And because of the carry trade being viable, more capital entered the market. And when you think about the carry trade, you cannot leave out the one of the biggest traders in Nikkei or Japanese stock market, which is Masayoshi-san, uh, SoftBank. So yeah, that capital is moving around. Plus the other thing to talk about, we talked about the losses in who's Leopold guy. Leopold lost around 30 billion is what is being said, but you need to know, or at least everybody should know, that trading on the stock market is a zero-sum game. If somebody lost 30 billion, some other traders made a 30 billion. So that 30 billion is going to enter the market, which we are seeing in the current stock market. I think it's mainly these Facebook and Microsoft that have risen so far a bit of. I'm not really following all of the trades, but yeah, so that's what is happening, and I do believe some of it is also going into Bitcoin because yeah, Bitcoin has is not going anywhere, and when you know it's said to be a what you call cascade cycle, like money first enters Bitcoin, and then from Bitcoin to Ethereum, Ethereum to altcoins. Uh, so slowly this money will flow, and mm, I have talked about it that this whole thing uh, seems very similar to what is known as the Panic of 1873 or the Long Depression. Um, I will talk about it on the next live stream, but yeah, maybe the economists are right, and we will have the biggest crash in history. Um, Even though I don't believe it, things have changed a lot. We don't have the gold standard nor any commodity backed money. but what we have is so complicated that yeah, the entangled mesh, all the uh, assets, or should I say, um, currencies, is so vast that that itself acts as a net for avoiding a complete catastrophe. But we'll get to it and talk about it next week. Now I'm feeling a bit exhausted. I don't know why. Used too much of my brain power. If you guys have anything, any comments, anything. Oh yeah, one last thing I forgot to mention. Some sad news, I would say. Um, one of our beloved crypto hex influencer. Where is Oh my God. Uh, oh my God. So, Crypto Truthican, Crypto Truth, he had a nasty car accident, and yeah, he had his undergoing surgery, underwent surgery. Uh, Pray for me, all believers in Christ. I don't have to believe in Christ to pray for you, but still, I pray for your recovery. Some sort of high cost, blah, blah, blah. Um, but hopefully, he'll recover. I'm praying for his recovery, and I hope you do as well. Uh, that is about it. If you want to get in touch, Telegram is the place to be, and find me at t.me/hex Um, yeah, if not, if nothing else, you can just comment in this on this channel. And the thing is, it's already like today is 4th of August, and I am feeling like I have been doing this for too long, and I'm going to. I'll. Yeah, I've said this multiple times. I want to start a new channel. Hopefully, I will uh, have the energy to do this by next Wednesday, which would be next Saturday, rather uh, next to next Saturday, which is 15th of August. Let's see how things go. Um, yeah, the you take care also. Weather is erratic these days. Yes, yeah, it is here in the Philippines. It is typhoon season. I am kind of used to it, so nothing scares me anymore. Yeah, that is about it from my end. I know I can do much better on these live streams, but huh, I do much better when I know I have more viewers and more as somebody to talk with. Okay. Anyways, once again, thank you for my regular viewers, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye. Damn it.